Hello, my curious souls. I got a question for you. What's a poltergeist? Hmm. Well, we know that poltergeist itself is actually a German word meaning loud or noisy ghost. We know that in the 80s there was some Hollywood blockbusters out that made me terrified after Carol Ann was sucked into that puddle. But at its core and as an entity, what's a poltergeist? I don't know about you, but this picture right here, this is pretty well what I was always made to believe a poltergeist was. Some kind of activity where the pots and pans are flying or the cabinet doors are open and shut. But there are actually three main concepts of what a poltergeist actually is. Now, I will never try to form an opinion for you, but I will tell you in my research what I have experienced at the end. Now, one thing we have to say is that have been a lot of hoax out there. There always will be when it comes to poltergeist. And I'm sure we could probably think of a few. But the first idea is that a poltergeist is actually a person who was like angry or not very nice, who then died and they became this angry spirit. Okay. And then number two is that they are related around adolescence and a lot of that teen angst that actually causes this. Or number three, they're completely psychic. Going back to that thought forms idea, meaning that poltergeists are actually none of those things. They are made by you. Here we go. Thought forms again. This is why they're so important. So, poltergeist activity can come from a lot of emotions or turmoil that's being held inside. And think of your body, as the vessel that it is, but this thing can only hold so much in it. And maybe you have so much angry, so much upset, and all those things that they bust outside of you. And when they bust outside of you, they make an entity of their own. The cabinet doors start flying open. The pots and pans start moving. Dad tells you to go to your room, and then all of a sudden he has scratches on his body. There is a lot of psychic connection and ability and kinetic ability, meaning that these entities can actually move things, but they are completely human made and human based. So, if you want to go down the rabbit hole with me and really dig into the poltergeist and go through some solid research, then go on over wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify, pull up What's That Haint, and we will dig right into it so you can learn more about these kinds of things. Stay curious, my friends.